Hello guys, I'm Sri Kumar. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are comparing Meteor 350 with the new Classic 350 Reborn. Meteor 350 was launched a few months before, and the waiting period for Meteor 350 is 4 months, as on September 4th. The Royal Enfield assures they will deliver the Classic 350 Reborn within 30 days for those who book the bike before September 10th. Now let us compare the differences between Meteor 350 and Classic 350 Reborn. You might have already heard that both bikes share the same engine and the chassis, and that is true. And let us see what are the differences between these two. The Meteor is built for the global market with inputs from the UK technological team. The engineering team of Royal Enfield R&D Center in Chennai took almost 3 years for the development of Meteor. As I already said, Meteor and Classic 350 Reborn share the same chassis. The Royal Enfield called the chassis as a twin turbine spine frame. Both shares the same engine. It's a 349cc single cylinder 4-stroke air oil cooled engine. And the result of new chassis and new engine is awesome. There is no vibration in the Classic 350 and Meteor. Both bikes uses electronic fuel injection system, but there is a change in tuning of the engine. The Meteor is more peppier than Classic 350. The maximum torque developed by the engine is 27 Nm at 4000 rpm, and the maximum power is 20.2 bhp at 6100 rpm or 14.87 kilowatts. Talking about the suspension, both uses 41 mm front fork which has a travel of 130 mm. The rear suspension also the same, twin tube emulsion shock absorbers with 6-step adjustable preload. The front disc size also same in both these bikes. It's a 300 mm disc with twin piston floating caliper. But when it comes to the rear brake, Classic 350 has two options. One is rear disc brake and the other is rear drum brake. The Redditch model of the Classic 350 Reborn, it don't have a dual channel ABS. It uses a 153 mm drum brake. For those dual channel ABS versions, both the bikes are using the same 270 mm disc brake with single piston floating caliper. The size of the front wheel is same for both bikes. It's a 19-inch alloy wheel in case of Meteor. But in the case of Classic 350, we have two options. We can either opt for an alloy wheel or a spoke wheel. So in both cases, the tire size is same, 100/90, 19 inches. The Classic 350 Reborn uses an 18-inch rim or an 18-inch tire for the rear. But the Meteor uses a 17-inch tire in the rear side. The rear tire size of the Classic 350 is 120/80. While the Meteor uses 140/70. That means the Meteor has wider tires compared to Classic 350 Reborn. Meteor comes with alloy wheels only, so we can use tubeless tires in the Meteor. But in some variants of the Classic 350 uses spoke wheels, so in that case we have to use tube type tire. Classic 350 comes with dual channel ABS in all models except Redditch model. The Redditch model have rear drum brakes, so it don't have a dual channel ABS, but single channel ABS is there. Dual channel ABS is standard in Meteor 350. In paper, the ground clearance of both the bikes are 170 mm. But practically when I travel with two persons, the Meteor seems a little less ground clearance. The seat height of the Classic 350 is 805 mm. The seat height of Meteor is 765 mm. That means Meteor has a lower sitting post. The wheelbase is also different for both the vehicles. For Classic 350, the wheelbase is 1390 mm. And for Meteor, it is 1400 mm. The curb weight of Classic 350 is 195 kg. But the Meteor weighs little less. It is 191 kg. There is a 4 kg difference between both bikes. The fuel tank capacity of the Classic 350 is 13 liter, but the fuel tank capacity of Meteor is 15 liter. This will help in long rides. The top speed of Classic 350 is 115 km/h, but the Meteor has 120 km/h top speed. The Classic 350 takes 14.8 seconds to reach from 0 to 100 km per hour. The Meteor can reach 0 to 100 km per hour in 13.9 seconds. While doing the test drive, I personally felt Meteor is more peppy. The acceleration of the Meteor is much better than Classic 350. Classic 350 takes some time to reach the high speeds. And the ARI approved mileage for both the vehicles are almost same,
40.8 and 40.9 km per liter respectively.
but practically the users report 40 km per liter for Classic 350 and 35 km per liter for Meteor. The instrument console of both the bikes looks different, but both contains an analog speedometer with LCD display. For Meteor, we have an analog meter, and in the center of the analog meter we can see an LCD display. On the right side of the analog meter we have a tripper navigation system, and this comes as a standard in Meteor. In the case of Classic 350, an LCD screen is kept below the analog speedometer, and the tripper navigation system is an accessory in Classic 350. It can be added for 10,000 rupees as an accessory in the highest model of the Classic 350. Both vehicles support USB charging system. There is a uniqueness in the sound of Royal Enfield bikes. The Classic 350 Reborn continues that uniqueness. But the Meteor, the sound looks different. Many people says the sound is similar to Java or any 200cc bikes. Classic 350 Reborn and Meteor continues the legacy of the Royal Enfield. Those who are a fan of Classic 350 and need a vibration-free, refined engine, they can opt for Classic 350 Reborn. But those who are more enthusiastic in driving and need a global standard vehicle, they can opt for Meteor 350. Both are vibration-free and well-refined engines. Go for it.